I'd like to start by saying this isn't an endorsement for any type of pill, red, blue or otherwise. I've consumed some red pill content and found it to be an interesting framework for both men and women. But I also found, as I delved deeper into the red pill universe, that the narrative today is quite different from what it used to be. In fact, the red pill narrative today is precisely the narrative it had set out to break. Let me explain. I find that this quote by Rich Cooper, one of the most popular red pillers on YouTube, sums up what I'm trying to say. He says, "Chase excellence, not women." And it has the dichotomy that bothers me, which is a focus on both excellence and women. Why mention women at all? Shouldn't the red pill motto be chase excellence? Period. There are a lot of distractions that derail a man from his mission, and a thirst for women is just one of them. Laziness, comfort, a lack of discipline, quick dopamine spikes, are some examples that do the same thing that lust does. They distract a man from reaching excellence. So why the fixation on women? Well, the answer is quite simple. But before I get into it, let me try and paint a picture of what the red pill was meant to be. I believe the red pill was meant to help men shift focus to themselves and their purpose in life. Honestly, it isn't specific to men, women can adopt it too. It says focus on yourself, your goals, and your mission. The key word here is focus. The red pill framework asks you to put yourself at the center of your focus, and let everything else be an additional plug-in that enhances your life, but does not actually fuel it. If focusing on yourself requires you to shun certain people out of your life, to be more self-centered, to be assertive even if it is perceived as rude, to fight habits that give you pleasure but keep you from your goals, then so be it. It says be selfish, but not in a narcissistic way. It asks you to put yourself first. It says, chase excellence. The key was to stay ambitious and hungry, always keep pushing for more, and always keep growing, while letting everything else, including women, be an addition to your life rather than the focus. The focus was always meant to be you. Remember this point, it's important to understanding why the red pill narrative has failed today. Here's where I believe things took the wrong turn. Men who started focusing on themselves and building a solid life full of ambition and growth, found that women were naturally drawn to them. It makes sense. Even men are drawn to men who are ambitious, it's not just women. Men continued to focus on their goals and let everything else, including the women they attracted, be additional elements that enhanced their lives. This was fine, it fit the original red pill narrative which said focus on yourself and let everything else be an additional element that improves your life, but is not something you can't function without. Somewhere down the line, red pill gurus started prescribing the red pill to men who were either heartbroken or were looking to find women. It made sense. Telling these men to focus on their ambition and goals would make them better people, improve their lives, and get them what they wanted in the process, women. These men, however, didn't see it as a tool to live a better life that naturally attracted women, they rather saw it as a tool to pick up women. Instead of focusing on their goals to lead a life that attracted women, they focused on their goals with the sole intention of attracting women. The focus shifted from themselves, with women being an addition, to the women themselves. Slowly, red pill gurus shifted their philosophies and preachings to fit this narrative as well. In their defense, content related to getting women drew more views. And views were their bread and butter. They saw a demand, so they began to supply. The red pill slowly became a tool to get women. Today, most people think of pickup when they think of the red pill. They don't go to the gym to get stronger and fitter, they go so they can look attractive to women. They don't work hard to build a great lifestyle, they work hard because they want to impress women. They don't aim high and live an ambitious life because it is fulfilling, they do so because they are told women love ambitious men. The red pill now focuses on women with everything else like ambition, drive, hard work, and so on being tools that get you women. This is what I believe is wrong with the red pill universe today. The focus has shifted from self-improvement for the sake of improving, to self-improvement for the sake of getting women. Maybe that's okay for some. If it gets men to improve their lives, it's at least a positive step, right? In my opinion, the premise behind adopting the red pill is as important as the outcome. If you can change your mindset to focus on yourself and blur everything out, and just believe that everything else, including women, will just fit into your life at the right place and time, you will live a more healthy, happy, and fulfilling life. It's like this: if you go to the gym with an obsession for six-pack abs, you are just going to be frustrated because getting a six-pack takes months or even years of hard work, dedication, and discipline. Every day that you don't see a six-pack, your workout will feel like a chore. On the other hand, if you go to the gym to get fitter and use your body actively, you will enjoy every single workout. You will be healthy, active, and fit. One day, maybe in a month or maybe in a year, you'll see that you have the outline of a six-pack and that will feel awesome, but that will be an additional incentive. You would have already enjoyed every single day at the gym, you will already be satisfied, and the six-pack will enhance that joy, rather than be the sole reason for it. Now substitute the gym for your life purpose and the six-pack for women, and you have the red pill framework as it was intended.